So before I was here or ever heard of Dr. Bulow and Upper Cervical, I had trouble with, I guess it was like vertigo symptoms, but it was also balance, vision, just even in general walking. And being an electrician for a living in the industrial world, that's always in the back of your mind while you're working. You're up in lifts, you're up on equipment, just bad places to be if something like that would, come upon. Even if you're driving, I had it happen a couple of times while I was driving. Before I was here, if you want to do a full comparison, it was definitely much worse. Just always lagging in the back of my mind. So yeah, and that's what brought me here today. So. I was at my second chiropractor. I originally was with one, switched just due to work changes, ended up going to a different location. She could definitely tell that I had some issues that she couldn't take care of. She was very upfront and honest about that, and she had heard of upper cervical chiropractors like Dr. Bulow, but she wasn't sure, actually didn't know of this one, and she went out of her way to do some research for me to find another facility for me to go. And it was within a couple weeks, and she referred me to him, and here we are today. So I was a little worried coming in. I didn't know what he was going to do, how it was going to be. It seems like every chiropractor has different ways of doing things, and you're just not quite sure, how they're going to do it with you. But I'd say the first few appointments, when I realized how subtle and how easygoing the adjustments were, and then him doing a thermal scan, to even see if you needed adjusted, because I've had a couple of times where I didn't need to be, which that's great, that's what you want. After the first few, I realized, if that's how it went, just, with the first couple vertebrae down and the, just, like you said, easy, subtle adjustments he does, I had no worries. I did still have some symptoms on and off, and it's been a good while now since I have. But yeah, the first few were a little nerve-wracking, but after that, and honestly, the best part for me is the relaxation period in the back. I fall asleep quite often when I'm laying back there, but it's just a very relaxing experience. They've been good. I've had one relapse. It was for a shorter amount of time compared to before I was here, when it was bad enough I was off work for a month. Could barely walk, had bad vision. And since I've been here, there's one little relapse, which they tell you can happen, but you just have to stick with it. And since then, I've been great. I haven't had any of the little sensations I was having before. I haven't been dizzy. My balance has been great. No worries at work. And I've had no back pain. I mean, even before my regular chiropractor, I'd still have regular back pain, lower back pain, especially for what I do for a living. And it's weird, but just from adjusting the couple vertebrae in your neck, that seems like that takes away everything. I've had no back pain, neck pain, anything. No restrictions. It's been great. Come here, or one like it. I think, like Dr. Bulow says, if he can't help you, then he'll find somebody that can help you. And I don't think it gets much more honest than that. And just from hearing my story, and I know there's probably a million other stories of patients he has, what's worrying to try? Just got to be open-minded about it and give it a shot and see what happens. It's definitely worth the trip, even if it's farther. So that's it.